Hey guys, Midget here doing a review, unboxing, and shooting test on the CZ805 Bren. My brother got from Fox Airsoft for sponsorship, so I figured I'd make a video on it. It's actually my second take on this. I did one a week and a half ago, but I was working then, and so I got home really late, and it was just too dark. The video was just too dark. So I'm going to redo it. It was just raining out here, but that's no big deal. So the box, OEM, it's ASG. I'm not sure who makes the internals. I've heard some people say they think it's King Arms, which is probably true. King Arms does some ASG and Cybergun stuff, so that would not surprise me, considering what is actually on the inside of it. Seems, something like what King Arms would do. So the box here is just a cardboard box. It says ambidextrous selector switch, folding telescoping shoulder stock, quick change spring system, adjusting front and rear sight, and a 360 round high cap magazine. So when you open it, let me go ahead and flip this around for you. It does say Pro Line on the box, I will say that, but there is no Sport Line version of this gun. Gonna get a manual here, which ASG always has good manuals. Very good English in here. These are made in the Czech Republic, as you can see there. Hopefully I'm saying that right, I'm pretty sure. And then there's also, I think they have Taiwan in here, Taiwanese. So they have different languages, but very, very good pictures. And then here's the gun. Now this is the short version, and it is the two-tone version. So tan upper, black lower. Magazine here, it is a 300-something round high cap. It's CA licensed. I've heard pretty bad things about these mags, and I did test it out myself, and it's just your standard Chinese high cap. For the price of this gun, you should be getting a really good magazine. You should be getting like a flash mag or something, or just a really good high cap, but it's kind of a junky mag. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over some of the features. I'll start from the back. You have an adjustable stock here, kind of like an M4. You have that little button there. You have to push it down a little bit more than per se an M4, because with an M4 that would adjust it. You kind of have to pull down on it a little bit more, at least on this model. I believe it has 5 positions. It says 4 there, but I believe this is the 5th. It might just be 4 though. Pretty good positions as far as pull. Personally, I would probably do right there. That might be a little bit too long for me, actually. All the way in might be better suited for me because I have short arms. The stock also has an adjustable cheek riser right there. Pretty cool. It also folds, so you push in this button and it folds, and it actually has a very good retention system. So this stock's not coming out, and you can hear it click. You hear that? There's a spring in here, and it like clicks into place. So very, very, very solid stock on this boy. It is polymer, more polymer rather than ABS or anything. So it is a high quality material. To get the stock off, you pull this spring out, and then you're going to push down on the whole assembly, and it comes right off. You have your quick change spring system back there. I will actually put a different spring in here. I don't know what rating spring. It's some random spring. I thought it was like a M100, like a really weak spring, so we'll try that. And then we'll chrono with the different spring and out of the box, with the out of the box spring, the stock one. Plastic lower receiver, ambi selector switch, so safe, semi, full auto. There is no 3-round burst or anything. Ambi mag catch here. It is quite the reach, I will admit. When I have my hand on the gun, it's all the way up here. I literally have to reach. So that's why most people are going to hit this, take the mag out like that. There is a button here. I believe that would be the bolt lock on the real one. That part is not ambi. The charging handle, it's on the one side. I assume you can probably move it to the other side. There's no point though. You have flip-up sights. Obviously they're adjustable, but they flip up very, very nicely, like that. And then when you push them down, they click into place automatically. You don't have to push this side in. It just does it on its own. You know what I mean? Like with some other sights, you have to like push the button to get it to lock. Nope, that is totally automatic. Pop it down and it locks on its own. I'm going to keep them up though. Of course, the upper receiver is metal. It's probably CNC'd. It is very nice quality. You got some trademarks. You got warning there. I think that's a serial number. And then you got CZ 805 Bren. Some more logos. Pretty dang cool. Nice looking body. Monolithic upper rail. And you have a tri-rail system here. I believe you can take the sides off. If you take the bottom off, the barrel's exposed. But I think they make like a plastic handguard thing for this, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% on that. Up here you have actually really cool markings. 556 by 45. That's pretty sick. You got, you know, the fake gas system up here, which is a nice touch. I will say the hop-up system is pretty effective. It shoots pretty far. It is like a G36 wheel, but it is a completely different hop-up system. So it is not a G36 hop-up, but it has basically a G36 wheel, which is very easy to adjust, of course. As far as the feel of the gun, it's a little front-heavy in my opinion, but that's coming from a person that uses a lot of plastic body guns, or guns with HPA engines that generally, since you don't have a motor, you don't have all the gears and stuff, it's a lot lighter than your standard AEG. But it's a pretty nice gun, pretty hefty, very solid, no wobble whatsoever on this thing. So I will say magazines, it's picky with mags. It won't work with the GMP mid-caps. It'll work with the CAA mid-caps that I have, and it'll also work with the stock mag, of course, the stock CAA high cap, which again is not really recommended. It's not very good. As far as the internals, I don't know much about it. It is a version 3 gearbox, but pretty much everything is basic. You have a non-neomagnet motor, plastic piston, your basic piston head, no MOSFET. There's nothing special about this gun on the inside, which is very disappointing considering this gun retails for like $400 if I'm not mistaken, which is not worth the money. If you have $400, go get the ASG Scorpion, the Evo. Go get one of those. Those are freaking nice. The performance on this is not bad, okay? Don't get me wrong. It shoots very, very well, but there's nothing special on the internals. I would never spend over $300 on this gun. Never. If it was around 300, you know, 300, 280, then yes, I would definitely recommend it. But there are some people out there that are totally obsessed with this gun, and I understand that. I mean, it's a cool looking gun, just like I really like the ACR. You know, it's definitely going to be worth it to you guys. So you guys that really, 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 really like this gun, then definitely get it because it's the only one out there. So let's go ahead and plug a battery in, load up some mags and chrono it, and then see the range on it. So the biggest gripe with this gun, 1, the price tag, 2, the freaking battery space. It's garbage. I've heard some people say that you can fit 11.1 lipos in here, or 7.1 or 7.4 lipos with ease. I even tried a 7.4 lipo in here and it didn't work. And I don't know if it's because they're too thick or if I'm not putting it in right, because when I go down in here, it's like it hits the fake bolt. And when I pull the bolt back, it pulls the battery back. You see that? I think it's because this 11.1 is just too thick. CAA mid-caps, loaded up with .2 BBs, and the stock spring. Alright, I do have the chrono set on .2s. It's probably too far for you to see, but I'll read it off. 406, 402, 405, 46, 404, 401, 406. So pretty dang consistent as far as FPS. It shoots very hard, so this gun is pretty much not going to be allowed at almost every CTV field. Alright, so I put the stock spring back in, shooting roughly 400 FPS. Still got .2s. I'd recommend 2.5s or so with this gun. Accuracy is very, very good. So overall, the gun shoots pretty nice, as you can see. Let's go and finish it off. Trigger response is pretty good. The trigger pull is very, very long, though. Very long. and the reset is all the way up front, literally all the way up front. So not really good trigger response as far as shooting quick because the reset's so long. But as far as the actual cycle time of the gun, it's actually pretty good with an 11.1. It's got an alright motor to it. It's definitely not neomagnet. Nothing metal sticks to this pistol grip. But it's not a bad motor. But, you know, definitely worth an upgrade, I think. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.